Good day, good love, and good light, illuminators and way showers. This is Wendy. Thank you for joining me in this now moment. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear the coyotes? It's kind of hard to hear now. They were just howling in the distance. So, good day, good morning. As I share this moment with you, here we are the next morning. We actually fell asleep outside, I guess on purpose, but we got to watch an amazing thunderstorm in the distance, a beautiful lightning storm last night. It was the first time Abby has ever, our puppy Abby, if you're new to my channel, our 6-month-old puppy, Abby got to see lightning for the first time last night, and so she was quite surprised. And so, as synchronicities would have it, I wanted to share just a little synchronicity with you guys this morning. And there's my card. Hang on. So here we are, still sitting out here, and I was had my decks down here. The fire is still smoldering on this just relaxing Sunday morning, and waking up outside, and it was chilly, and it was just an amazing evening. And we really thought we were going to have to pack it up last night, and but we just were able to, because of the rain going by, and it was just amazing. So that was, I don't know, about 3 in the morning, I think it was. And so as I, oh,
Here's your reminder. It's 11.
It's 11:11.
I love you.
We love you all. It's 11:11.
Also our anniversary.
Oh, that's right.
Here's your reminder. It's 11:11 a.m. Wendy,
There's your reminder.
It's 11:11.
It's 11:11.
What are you doing? Write it down in
What are
your
you
journal.
doing right now? Write it down in your repeating numbers. 11:11 journal for sale from Amazon on our site, on my website, Languages of Lights.
Here's your reminder. It's 11:11 a.m.
Sorry about that. We must have repeated the reminder down here. We were out of electricity for a while, so anyway, it doesn't matter. But there's a lot of 11:11s for you. So anybody who's looking for your wake up call, here it is. So we, so I was had brought some cards down here to do some readings last night, and actually we fell asleep under the beautiful crescent moon next to the fire. And so when I got up this morning to pull a card for all of you in the Earth Magic deck, as soon as I opened the deck and split the deck, the lightning card came up. And so this message came through this morning about power. So it's about power, lightning, power. And so I did a little quick video about power this morning, a little message that came through. So it was just a funny synchronicity that last night we were watching a thunderstorm and seeing the lightning in the distance, and you couldn't even hear it. You couldn't hear it or hear the thunder or anything, just seeing the lightning alone in the distance. And it is a powerful thing. And it was quite a spectacle. It was quite a beautiful thing to see, and Abby was quite surprised. So I wanted to take this moment to share that little synchronicity with you as well, and to remind all of you, lightning, 11:11, power, just to remind us all, where and how are we using our power, and where can we use it more in the gift of service to all, and understanding that power is the most powerful tool for when we follow our highest love, our guidance, and we are in service, meaning being completely, authentically ourselves as much, as often as possible, is where our power lies. And so there's so many more messages that we want to bring to you all. I'm going to be doing a lot more content for members. And so please do, if you have the opportunity, to check out the website today, if you haven't already, and check out my sessions, what they entail, our new light code journals, which are extremely activating, powerful light codes that are multidimensional messages for all of us. And to explore these applications in new ways, and to explore what does 1111 and repeating numbers mean to you. And as we pay attention to them and explore them, how it reveals things to us. They are revelations, truly revelations. And so I thank all of you for joining us in that way and supporting us in every way. And invite again, all of you once again to tonight's tarot collaboration. I'm going to be hanging out over at Nayfongpay Tarot, and we're going to be pulling some cards, and so this will be a fun new journey for me to hang out with her on her channel. So it should be a lot of fun for all of us.
And perhaps light language activations.
Oh yes, and so we'll be doing some light language
Different offerings.
yes, and other offerings. So yeah, thanks for joining us. And also, I'm going to take a quick pause here and take advantage of this beautiful crescent moon energy, this new moon energy. And I think I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. Hang on. Okay, we're back, coffee in hand. Thank you, Dave, for joining us, grabbing my coffee. So yes, we hope that in this moment you're having a harmonious moment, day, that you can sit back with us and take a nice deep breath, just relax. And I'm in this harmonious moment with the moon cycles, so here in honor of the beautiful new moon, crescent moon, as we're given the opportunity once again to use this as a powerful tool of manifestation and setting our intentions for whatever is what we want to see new in our lives. And all you have to do is visualize it, see it, and then just let it go like a feather. Let it go like a feather. And I'm learning this more and more every day, that the more we let it go like a feather, there's the knowing that it's done. You already placed your order to the universe. You already placed your order to your server, which is you.
And it's up to you. You could keep calling the waitress back and saying, wait, I'm changing my order.
Or wait, I'm not sure what I want. Oh, wait, did I order? Oh, wait, is it, did you play? Yeah, that's what happens. And then we wonder why the mirror reflection, what you put out is what you get back. Then we wonder why we're not getting back exactly what we want. Well, because we're not being powerful beings and saying, wait a minute, I'm a powerful being creator. I choose what I want. I say what I want. When I say it, abracadabra, it is. And now saying that consciously, being conscious creators, being conscious channels. We're all channeling our spirit, our higher self in a physical being, every one of us. So,
well, as Willa would say, when you place your order, you have to feel it in your bones.
There you go. You got to feel it in your bones. And I'm feeling a light language too coming up here. So if you're new to light language, welcome. From these blessings from our ancestors, our guides,
Higher realms, future selves, past selves, other versions of ourselves.
And as I'm reminded here, as spring is approaching, that for I don't know how long, probably since maybe planting began, whenever that was, the moon cycles and how planting crops here in the spring, we're getting ready to, prepare the soil. So it's time to prepare your soil bed. What it is that you want to bloom now, and setting those seeds of intention and laying the seeds. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, harvesting those seeds, and what new can you do with that harvest? So we can look at this in many ways, and I know that our Native Americans here and really indigenous all over have used the moon cycles for
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
That was their timing.
So what's in your perfect timing? What's perfect time for you to set the seeds? Just as we have this opportunity every month as we create our own time. Number 5, growth. A time of growth. Spring. Perfect. Growth. So here we are, laying a beautiful foundation for growth. Giving it all the nutrients it needs. What does your story need? What do you need to fill? Oh, and look, the crescent moon. What a beautiful synchronicity. Growth. So what is it that right now we're enriching that soil to prepare for that growth right now? And seeing, visualizing without being attached to it, visualizing that beautiful growth, that harvest. And most importantly, being in the now, in the here and now, and recognizing the process of the growth. We don't yell at a tiny seedling. We acknowledge it, we tend it, we love it, we talk to it, we sing to it, we give it water and sun and love and food, but yet we don't expect it to be anything that it isn't, or do anything more than it's supposed to do in its own perfect timing. And each thing is that, its own perfect timing. Nothing grows at the same rate, nothing harvests at the same time. It's all a perfect growing process. Do you have something to read?
I do, because of synchronicities, of course.
Of course.
And
we love
almost
synchronicity.
always, what you say intuitively is sometimes word for word what I would read.
Trust me, I do not have these books memorized at all. You rarely use
But the funny
them.
thing is there's a obvious synchronicity that you will all probably realize in a moment. And I'm going to summarize some of this. To get unstuck, take action. The choice to grow should be made. Expect growing pains when making huge changes in your life. Change is a natural part of life and cannot be pushed against forever. It's one of the 5 laws. It's the 5th law.
It's the 5th law. Everything changes except the first 4.
Change should have aim and purpose. Be courageous. You will blossom. I choose growth.
I love
Okay,
that.
put your coffee down. 'Cause here's
choose
the thing.
growth. Oh, okay.
Think of a willow tree.
Oh, no way. Willow, it's synchronistic for me specifically.
And I just mentioned.
And you just mentioned Willa, who actually her name is Willow, but
willows often grow on sandy banks of highly shiftable and changeable rivers, yet they reach huge sizes, successfully growing and holding fast in an unpredictable habitat. How do they do this? When you see a young willow on the banks, for a long while it looks just like a feeble stick. It may have a few branches and leaves, but at first the trunk will be fine and flexible rather than robust. What we don't see immediately is the root base. The willow spends a lot of time establishing veritable root cities under the surface. They're long and strong and numerous, finding their way into many nooks and crannies, holding onto rocks and other established tree roots and anything that could help with their stability. So, I don't think I need to read any of this because it's all what you said.
And willows are specifically synchronistic to me, in that I've grown everywhere I've grown up. There was always willow trees, and I've always been deeply connected to the idea of the willow tree.
And it does also say, all of this growth is done with purpose and a divine strategy. So
A divine strategy. And you know, we all wonder, you know, what is our purpose? What is our place? I even wrote a poem about that many lifetimes ago. What is my purpose? What is my place? It's kind of funny now when I think on it. Um, so just taking, I was thinking about the willow tree too, and what other message there was for me, and of course for all of us, and that exactly that, you know, the willow tree is truly a unique tree in that it moves so freely, you know, in the wind, and bends so easily. And yet I'm thinking about also willow furniture and the name willow, and it's always been a part of my consciousness. And
the angels,
the angels.
your willow angels.
Oh yes, my willow angels. I forgot. Yeah, I collect little willow tree angels, and so that's true. And even finding those, you know, I was going to show you guys a couple of those actually. The funny thing is that I think I mentioned it before, but I found two that I know my mother guided me to them because she kind of started my collection on them, and we're in I don't know, it's a little downtown, little old pharmacy, and they just happened to be on the back shelf, and one of them was the sign of love, and the other one was a girl holding a puppy, and it was shortly after that Abby came into our lives, and there's a lot of other ones, but and then a mother. Oh, that was the other one, and then it was a mother. She was a pregnant mother. And so it was just a lot of synchronicities for me. So I thought maybe sharing that would be a synchronistic for you guys. And also, I was just looking too on the back of the Earth Magic cards. If you look closely, it's not exactly a mirror image, but as above, so below, and these are all gems in a tree, and obviously it's a tree. However you hold it upside down, the perspective is completely different. It's a whole nother tree. The roots become the tree. I guess this is what I was sort of wanting to like what I was seeing with the willow tree, and this card depicts it perfectly. When we see things from a different perspective, yet we're seeing things as they, I don't know, not actually as they are, but I don't know. I'm not really sure how I want to say that right now.
Well, we assign the meaning to the symbolic nature of the universe.
And it just always amazes me how the intricacy of this, and how it's no matter which way you look at it, it's as if it's always up. I don't know. I guess that's all perspective too. But Loko te vesa pare isheno se veso pare ko kumpo shekati ala saparo seno anamalava kochi shesha pounti sapatumukiki shasamante. Absolutely everything is a reflection of each and every one of us, and whatever these messages are a reflection to you. That you take from these, how do they apply just in our everyday lives? How do we take these messages and bring them into our moments, and literally see our lives from a completely different perspective? And yet each one of these perspectives is perfect. And I guess that's been a huge message for all of us, I think lately, is every now is exactly as it needs to be. And the more in harmony and allowance and appreciation of that, I it's not that I hesitate to use the word acceptance, but I feel as if that gives us this sort of impression that we're not the ones in power, that we're accepting something that is happening to us, and that's not the way it is. The power is in the understanding that we're creating it, and that acceptance is the idea that we're accepting the idea that we're the ones creating it. Once we accept and acknowledge that idea, then our whole perspective of everything has to change. Everything changes then, because then we're no longer seeing things from the idea that it's happening to us, or that I don't want to use any negative words here. So I'm watching the words that I'm using very carefully, because we as humans tend to speak before we think. We will automatically say the thing we don't want instead of saying what we do want. And even last night, it was, well, what do we want? Do we want it to storm and have to pick it up and so the idea that, oh, I hope it doesn't storm. Oh, I hope that it stays clear. It's the same thing, but from which way do you want to say it? That's all. And how those words, thoughts are things.
Oh, you're placing your order. And if you're talking about rain, you're going to get rain. If you're talking about nice weather, you're going to get nice weather.
And we were debating last night whether we were going to even, and we're like, you know what? It's in the now. What do we prefer? And so just going for it without allowing our negative, it's so easy to go back into the comfort of the negative beliefs. And when we say negative beliefs, we don't mean to we as humans over dramatize even what that means. A negative belief is exactly saying what you really want, not what you don't want. It's really as simple as that. I wish they wouldn't. I wish I didn't. If they didn't, then I wouldn't. It's always the and at the end, right? What about visualizing it being the way you want it to be?
Say it and think it.
And say it and think it.
Act it.
I would prefer if I did this better. I would prefer if that, but even saying, I find myself stopping myself saying, even if I prefer another person to do something a certain way, oh, wait a minute. Wait. I stop myself now, but wait a minute. Why? Because now I have a belief that if that person does something differently, now I will react differently and then I'll be happy. That's exactly what that means. It's like, but that's not how it works. And so we now can consciously stop ourselves right in the middle of the negative belief and stop it before it gains any momentum and say, wait a minute, even now, by me wanting somebody to act differently, I'm still saying that I'm giving away my power. My power is in how they're acting. No, it's not. No, it's not. The power is in how we react, how we respond. What is our ability to respond in a particular situation in that moment is to say what we want and not what we don't want. That is conscious living. That is bringing these tools into our day-to-day life. That is stopping and realizing I have a judging thought about a person right now. Wow, what is that a mirror for me? What is it showing me? Is it showing me I need to be more compassionate, empathetic? But where does that start? That means you have to start being compassionate here, empathetic here, loving here, because it's only a mirror. If you're being treated a particular way, it's just a revelation. It's just a compass to show you that is the mirror you're putting out. You're receiving people's responses and reactions based upon perhaps a predetermined judgment and a self-fulfilling prophecy. None of us want to hear these things, but this is channeling. This is what ascension is. This is what waking up is. This is what's realizing that you have the moment, every moment, and I'm reminded of that a lot, and I would like to be reminded of it less. Really, that every moment by moment I have the moment. I have the opportunity to change my thought, which changes my reality. And
entirely.
And the thing
it
is
changes the entire reality immediately.
And it does. Like the lightning bolt.
The slightest change is a complete change.
The lightning bolt. It only takes a lightning bolt to change. It's that we believe one way or the other. So, how's that for unpacking a message? Oh, so once again,
enjoy the power of lightning, and how will you employ your own power today?
So if you're looking for a little, a little help on your journey, a little guidance, whether it's through oracle cards, whether it's through just hanging out, thinking it through, talking it through, whether it's through light language, blessings, activations, intentions, whatever it is that however we can be of service to you, whether it's individually or collectively, and to remind all of you too, graphic arts web programmer whizzy guy. So yeah, if you need any help in that department as well, we have a myriad of joys and excitements, and every day as we guide all of you, we are also being guided to share more and more of those highest joys and excitements, because the more we share, the more what we put out, the more what we get back. Meaning, the more we share of all of these different excitements, and the things we love, and the more we share that out, and we receive back more and more things to be excited about. So, and we're really excited about these types of sharings, and just, helping other people navigate through, sometimes what it feels like a little bit of a labyrinth, I don't know, but yet reminding ourselves that we're the one overlooking from the oversoul perspective, the higher mind perspective. We're overlooking ourselves, walking through the labyrinth, telling ourselves which way to get out.
Oh, it's sort of like watching the movie in the theater, going, don't open the door.
So yeah,
I told him not to open the door. You don't want to listen.
So yeah, if we can help you through that labyrinth that, we're all just creating for ourselves anyway, but the sharing, the sharing and the caring, that's what it's all about. So we love you, and we love to share, and we do care. And if there's anything that we can share with you to help you on your journey, it's always a joy to do so. So thank you once again for being with us. And I'm Wendy. This is Dave.
Languagesoflights.com. Like, share, subscribe.
And Opened Contact TV. And Richard Dave at Yellen. That?
Yeah, I think that goes to my website.
Okay.
Dave dot Yellen. No.
No, Dave at.
No. DaveYellen.com.
No. He's his
Yeah.
website.
Yellen.net.
Isn't it Dave at Yellen.net?
That's my email address. Dave at Yellen.net.
Okay, that's what I was going for,
Yeah.
anyways. We're so silly.
Mhm.
Okay, we love you guys. Bye.